Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we were just rebelled against, up over this way. And we actually lost a battle due to our ships deciding that they wanted to not fight. It was a bit of a bug that's been happening to us, but it's fine. It's not like we have a lack of power. So we're going to be completely and totally fine here. No worries whatsoever. We do have some fleets heading up here that's going to go into there. Honestly, I think we'll just go in right now. I think we're fine. These two fleets should be able to handle it. Yeah, we're done with Halimar. That's completely expected. And we finished up a colony over this way. We'll go ahead and build a city district, and we will also clear off their tile blockers. We're not going to terraform it. We're going to clear off the tile blockers. Beautiful. So once these are gone, then we can work on developing that, but that's probably never going to happen, if I'm honest. So, where are our armies? I know they're not appearing in the outliner for reasons. Perhaps because we have too many things in the outliner. Do you think that's the problem? What happens if we hide our planets? And our star bases? And our shipyards? Like, we don't need most of these things. Military fleets are fine. Civilian ships, I'm actually going to hide for now. Factions, we don't need. Integration we'll keep around. Terraforming I think is useful too, and we'll get rid of mega structures. Okay, so there's a lot less in our outliner. Still no armies. I'll turn that off and on again, but I doubt that'll fix it. Okay, so we see that there's an army here landing on festering grounds. I believe our other army is somewhere. And I realize that that is a very obvious statement to make, but that is my true belief. I believe that they exist somewhere. Or no, we thought that they got eliminated last episode, didn't we? Cleared. Now that I think about that, I think we did think that our second army got eliminated. It wasn't very powerful, so that's fair enough.
They are
Is Earth still creating additional armies? That's a question that I have. And these guys are returning to repair, so that's good. Yeah, we do still have like 23 armies queued up here. I'm going to queue up a bunch more. So I'll just spam this for a little bit as our forces return back to the Sol Starbase. Cool. Okay, we'll call that good.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So I need you guys to come repair at Sol. Don't sit at Earth. Just come repair up here. Cool. So we were being attacked up here. Looks like we won the battle? That's not the battle in question. That's more like the battle in question. So we won that battle. Fantastic. All of these forces are going to head into Tem. We are not expecting this to be a particularly challenging war.
They are assaulting.
In fact, we are expecting it to be a very, very simple war. Now, there is some Sarbaretan Commonwealth force here. Do we want to move one of our existing fleets to deal with that? Yes. I'm going to take the 7th. And we are actually going to go all the way over to here. It'll take us 50 days. It's not very long. And that should be fine. Cool. So how are we doing in Plumbum? That was where we were invading, right? Festering Grounds? Were we going to take...
Scientific breakthrough.
Just noting their strength. It seems okay. Should be fine. So Plumbum is going to be completely okay. With that being the case, we have 5 fleets here that we can send elsewhere. And where would we want them to go? Well, I'm going to send 1 fleet over this direction. This has an FTL inhibitor, so we're going to give that some time. Then we're going to find some locations where we might want to bombard. For example, Corny. Yes, that should be just fine. In fact, we can have all of these 4 bombard. Not these guys, but the rest of these can all bombard at Corny. Cool. So we'll work our way through that. 1781 reasons at this point. Noted.
They are assaulting our
184 reasons on the Blighttown Uprising. No shockers there. To be honest, this is super over. They just don't know it yet. So Blighttown only has 168. Okay, so we're just going to grab this army here, and we're just going to go land on Blighttown. Do we have a fleet commander for it? Hang on a moment. The 76th Clone Army and the 111th Clone Army. So they do exist. But where? Am I blind? Possibly. Did we order an invasion and it's just taken absolutely forever? Possibly. They're around somewhere. Are they just invisible? That is also a distinct possibility. So, we know that our landing on Plumbum is being commanded by whom? That's Amelia Ford. Okay. So if that's Amelia Ford, then Edna Kowalski is the one that we're looking for. She's in the 111th Clone Army. I don't think we can search for it here, unfortunately. And this doesn't say where it is. I wish it did. But it's around somewhere. I'm going to recruit a new general. And we're going to come up here and land, regardless. I want to be proceeding while we look for these. There we go. And any moment now, month tick. Cool. So where is that army, I should say, not fleet? It is possible that they're invading somewhere, and I've completely forgotten where. Rivers of Pus? No. 7100.
Battle is joined.
Did we have them out over this direction? Well, not there, that's for sure.
The enemy
That's a
is
0
targeting
there.
one of our stations.
Not bad. Who's attacking one of our stations? Ah, okay. So they're fighting us here again. No problems. We will have absolutely no concerns with that. Did we eliminate their fleet there? Not quite, but very, very close.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
Bombard
They are
Flight Town.
assaulting
It
our
doesn't really
spaceport.
matter, but go ahead and bombard it. We have another fleet coming in over here. Again, it doesn't really matter because the FTL inhibitor was on the starbase, but it's fine.
They are
We'll just keep
assaulting
going
our
with what we had
spaceport.
planned there. So that's all good. What spaceport are they
Initiating
allegedly
ground
assaulting?
assault. Victory shall be ours.
I don't see anyone assaulting a spaceport. So it seems to be okay.
Beginning
No real
attack
worries
run on
there.
enemy station.
This fleet is, well,
Our warriors are victorious.
we invaded Blighttown. Okay. We really need to just invade places, right? That's what we need to do right now. The month tick is ongoing here. And we're going to send not this fleet, but rather this transport fleet. I wanted to go over to Soval, and there we're going to land on Crops of Blight. There's 0 garrison strength there. It'll be fine. From here, we just need to take over Amory. And that will be done very soon. Okay, actually, Amory became uninhabited. That's slightly unfortunate. And that does, of course, mean that we need to find a construction ship. Now, we could turn it back on in the Outliner. It's a potential option, and it's probably a good one. Let's go ahead and turn on our civilian ships. There we go. And we're going to grab a construction ship, and the construction ship is going to head up over to Emery. Now, we apparently don't have a way to get there. Ah, that's because it's the one in Ultima Vigilis. We're going to head over this direction. We don't have enough influence to be able to grab that, but that's okay. And we've got all of these fleets. I'm going to send them over to Rivers of Pus. We know that there's a lot of work needed
They
to be
are
done there.
assaulting our spaceport.
Cool. So that's all looking good. We have a bunch of fleets that do require reinforcement, and we'll go ahead and reinforce them. Eventually, as soon as it registers the button click, there we go. Fantastic. We just filled up on food. Month tick is ongoing as well, so we're going to sell off a bunch of food here. It's not going to be very efficient, but we're going to sell it off, and we're going to sell off some minerals as well, and some consumer goods. Again with the inefficiency, but that's fine. We're then going to check in here. We could sell off some of these, for sure. What is our cap here? 280,000? Should be fine. So we can sell off a bunch of this and get close-ish to our cap. Yes, this is not an efficient way to do it, but it's okay. What are we doing with this? Well, we're just going to absolutely destroy the price of alloys. That's the idea here. Cool, we bought in like 16,000 alloys for all of that. We can continue to sell off our 0, and I wish you could trade larger amounts than 500. That'd be awfully nice, but unfortunately, we cannot. We're going to sell a bunch of dark matter as well. Yeah, this is going to be a bit. 10,000 more to go. And we'll call that good. As far as the 0 goes, we've got a lot of that to sell to. 20,000 more of that. So this is going to get us another good chunk of alloys here. I mean, not amazing chunks of alloys given these prices, but sure. 26,000 alloys is not shabby. So we're going to go ahead and get all of those reinforcing. Beautiful. We do have an army around somewhere that we don't know where it is. We have one invading Plumbum, and we have one heading over to invade Saval. But there is another one somewhere.
Initiating ground assault.
And it appears to be invisible, which is just perfect. So where are we going to go next? Well, the Delta Enclave has paid dividends, sure. Over here at Husk Yard, they've got 3,900. That's a lot still.
They are assaulting.
Checking in at Matar, they've got 0. So we may as well go over there. There's no reason not to. We'll go land on Rivers of Pus here. And there's also 0 here, so no problem there.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. When aren't they assaulting our spaceport? That's the better question. Okay, so we're at 1779 here. We should be done in Plumbum pretty soon, right? Yeah, pretty soon. We've definitely taken some losses here, no doubt about that. We're hitting mostly their backline. I don't love that, but it's fine, I guess.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
That's probably just an army. I don't think they have any fleets left at this point. I think all of their fleets have been destroyed. Yeah, we've got armies going on over here. So that's fine. We're definitely going to land on some of these areas out over here eventually. But I'm kind of targeting the Corellian Foundation first for some reason. I don't really have an explanation for why that is, but I kind of am. Okay, so we're going to, as soon as this month tick is over, head into Sorscars.
They are assaulting.
And we'll just go ahead and land there. That's completely empty as well. No resistance whatsoever. We should be done on Plumbum very, very soon.
The cowards have destroyed one of our
This is the last remaining location here.
Our warriors are victorious. Enemy planet.
Ah, yeah. See there where that didn't appear? Yep, that's the kind of thing that happened to the previous army, I think. It's around somewhere. And we may or may not find it eventually. So what's up here in Flyhaven? 197? Sure, go get it. Beautiful. We'll land there. We have finished up over here. Yeah, the fortress is repowering. We're not shocked about that.
Our science ship has been ambushed. They are assaulting our spaceport.
Did we move out our fleet here? Apparently we did. I did not intend to do that. Gonna send the 7th fleet back up over here. We may lose our science ship, but it's not the end of the world if we do. Not the biggest of deals.
The cowards have destroyed our science ship.
Yeah, that's reasonably expected. Okay, so where were we? We were landing on various worlds, is where we were. Let's see. We have finished up here. There's no orders. And where do we want to go next? Well, we have basically all of this occupied at this point. Everything over here is occupied. So we would need like Cam. But that has 3,300 on it still. So I'd like to continue to bombard that. Over here in Leech Lair, that's down to 682. Which seems pretty viable. By the time we get there, it'll be a little lower. So we can do that. And then in Thrad, what do they have? Oh my, there's so much here. 2316. Okay. Are there any other worlds here? It's hard to tell. with all of the nonsense going on. But I think this is all over Infectious Colony, and I don't think they have anything else. So we would take Infectious Colony fairly easily. That's at 2304. And then virtually everything here is dealt with. Fascinating. Yeah, we're definitely making extremely solid progress on this war. We can continue to reinforce our fleets, of course. They're down to 1624 reasons. So, I mean, we're not going to finish this war this episode. I'm pretty sure. Gillian, Holdabana, Jaltham, and 8 further claims. Okay. That's completely fine. So where is Gillian? I want one. Gillian. The Enigmatic Fortress. Yes. Give the go-ahead. We'll find someone to assist the team. And what we want is our science ship to come up here and research the project.
Initiating ground assault.
Which, for some reason, it didn't.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
Okay. So that's completely okay. Gillian is this system up over here. So Festering Grounds is currently at what? 3239. That requires additional work. Okay. What else do we have in here that is claimed?
One of our stations.
Holdabana. So Holdabana is...
They are assaulting our spaceport.
This one right here. Right. So what do we have here? Rot pods. 7,000. That requires some work.
Cleared.
So what is the other one? Jaltham. Helps if I remove from here first. For some reason, I feel like whenever that opens up, it should automatically be cleared. But it isn't. So that's fine. So Jaltham is out over this direction. And what is in Jaltham? If I can find it again. Jaltham. There we go. Okay, so that is here. Literally nothing. So we should go grab that. Cool. Back over to Jaltham, and we will land on Waste Plant. Excellent. So presumably our other army is landing somewhere. Fleet combat stats. Okay, the Plume Starflock has managed to attack an Adar. That is slightly surprising. We will head on up over there and deal with that.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So they actually were assaulting our spaceport for once. We're definitely going to go take Adar and beyond back. So that is definitely a high priority. We will continue to reinforce our fleets here. And we've got the 131st that's going to be slightly awkward, but it's okay.
Project
We're going to go with the higher estimate. Brace yourselves. The fortress is repowered. Okay. Give the go-ahead. We'll find someone to assist the team. Stop fleeing. Research projects in system. There we go. So I think that means we need to go with the lower estimate. Which is completely fine. We'll get that done. Yeah, they're up over here. And they actually have a Juggernaut up in Lyrae. So we should probably go take that out as well.
The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
Okay, so we're going to have no problem defeating this force, right? That's not an issue. We've not finished up over there yet. Checking for armies over here. So we know we need to go to the lower estimate. And we'll continue through. What do we got here? So we've got Leech Lair, and then Fungic Reachers is at 197. Seems super doable. So we'll land there, and then these guys are going to go up to Holdabana, and I want them to continue bombardment at Rotpox. Just add on to that bombardment. Cool. So what else do we have for the Enigmatic Fortress event chain? Presumably something.
Initiating ground assault. Beginning attack from
not for the
enemy
moment.
Station.
Okay. So we've
cleared.
landed, or we're landing on Waste Plant. Okay, cool. That's all looking good. Ah, the tower. I don't remember what you do here, but if I recall correctly, there is a correct option here. And I think it's rearrange the metal tori. Indeed. Cool. So it's rearrange. Excellent. We'll reinforce our fleets again.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall be
And
ours.
we have successfully landed off over here. So the next question is, what do we got? Alpha Hydri. Helps if I delete this. Alpha, that's not how you spell. Alpha Hydri. Okay, that's off over this way. Yes, that's this one. So that needs bombardment, if I recall correctly. 777, that's actually not bad. Looks like we have been bombarding that one for a while. So we're going to head over to Alpha Hydri and go ahead and land on Blighttown. Excellent.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
I'm sure they are. When aren't they assaulting our spaceport? So the month tick is on the way. We're going to take out the remainder of these forces. Should not be a problem. And let's see here. We've got Yillian, Holdabana, and Alpha Hydri. Okay. We know that we need to do work on all of those. The Solace is now done. Let's check in on Infectious Colony here. 1128. We can probably let that continue to bombard. Okay. So we can either pivot by using Dark Matter or use Force. We will definitely use Dark Matter here, I think. If I recall correctly. So let's see here. The Enigmatic Fortress. Well, actually, I don't remember that, but I just feel like that's probably the best way to do it. So we'll go ahead and do that. I don't remember if that's correct or not. We'll find out. Let's head over to Thrad for now. Cool. What else do we have here? We're at 1512 for our reasons. Month tick is on the way. Okay. Just checking in on these numbers here. That looks completely fine. Yillian, Holdabana, Alpha Hydri, and 7 further systems. Okay. So we're going to be landing up here, of course. We can, of course, also see via our influence claims here. This takes a while to open up, but we can see to some degree what we need there. So have we claimed, if we can zoom in here, eventually. Eventually it'll get loaded. There we go. Okay, so we've claimed all of this up over here.
Special project.
Finally,
complete.
okay. So, the Enigmatic Fortress event chain is now complete. Beautiful. This is just so laggy. We're not going to use
our
that.
spaceport.
So this construction ship will eventually construct up here, but not right now. Do we need to give orders to any armies? Well, we have this army here. Is there anything up over here? Well, yes. Okay, what do we have in essence? 23, 32, and 0? I'm going to go grab that 0 strength. That'll be fine. That was not what I clicked on. Reselect this, go into the system. There we go. Fantastic. We're going to land on Bowels of Filth. Fever Realm still needs some bombardment, and that's fine. We can let that happen. We're going to be landing in Alpha Hydri very, very soon here. How are we doing? Okay, planetary revolt, sure.
In revolt.
Yeah, that's not shocking. And how are we going to deal with this? Well, we are simply going to institute a crackdown. As far as this triumph goes, we'll encourage it.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
Okay, so that's all looking good.
Is joined.
We're going to be landing... Actually, we have landed on Alpha Hydri. And that will not take all that long to chip through.
They are assaulting our
They don't even have their full front line. Okay, that looks good. I like it. These planetary revolts are fairly irrelevant. And can we grab some territories out over this way?
Cleared.
Probably. Let's go land on Torix with this transport fleet. It should be fine, even without a leader. I think it'll be okay. So we'll just work on grabbing some of that.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
1510 at this moment. Okay. Looks good. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue slogging our way through this war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, MLohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.